Alrighty.
Alrighty. Shit. Damn it, woman. Cut in the final cut. Fuck. Shit. Damn it. Go fucking. Yes. So I am joined by a friend of mine of 5 BC. Like before Chris, and although mine's with a K, but it's beside the point. Damn Jesus, taking my splendor. Uh-oh. I just realized what that meant. Okay, never mind. So, yes, another Outcast Podcast episode. Episode, whatever the fuck we're on. Who knows? Who cares? You guys don't pay attention to... I don't know why you pay attention, but thank you anyways. Shit. So, this is a person who I have known since before the dawn of time and before dirt was new. Who experienced the video games in the early 2000s at the ripe old age of adult. And, lol. And,
not exactly that old. I mean,
well,
the early 2000s were middle school for me.
Okay. God, when was middle school for me? Like 2008, I think? 9? I don't know. Yeah, I think it was 2008. Holy God, I'm old too. Okay, so...
Like...
Fuck. I will colloquially, because that's a word, refer to Red Del Saber as Red because I'm lazy and Appalachian, and I have that right, damn it. And fucking, yeah, no. And if you doubt my Appalachian mountain cred, I have a red beard. And a lot of fucked up genetics, so I have to be Appalachian. There's no way I'm not, damn it.
but yeah, 2001, I was in 7th grade.
Oh, wow.
That should tell you something.
Yeah.
About what I experienced on the internet.
It's kind of like that moment where millennials are saying heckin' effing chunker, but they used to look at, like, decapitation videos on Best-Gore.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have slight, somehow not traumatizing, because I've been around a cadaver and that wasn't weird, experience with image boards on the internets in the early 2000s. That was fun. Yeah, no. So, if you've ever wanted to see the inside of a human skull, you had to have been there to see it. Or you could just look at autopsy photos, either way. But, still. You do you, particular non-amorphous amoeba, trans, panoramus, other kin, gender with 4 peni. Just fucking do you and quit waving those 4 penis in our face. How many times can I say the word peni? That's the real question. Is that even a word? Is it penises or peni?
That's a hard question.
Because I really don't know. Because octopus is octopi because fuck you, it's Latin. But penis isn't peni? I've never heard anyone say peni.
I think it's peni, but
yeah.
I couldn't tell you for sure.
Well, I mean, someone, not me, because I'm not a degenerate, could check that 34 number thing that everyone keeps telling me about that I've never seen in the past whatsoever, and look up the tag multiple peni and see if anything appears. just look up that tag for no reason. Tell me if it's there, children about it. Multiple peni.
I don't know. Maybe that's the kind of thing that gets you banned from Google or something.
Yeah. Oh, he said peni. Delete. Jeez. Oh God. Fun times. Yeah. Here's the thing. I have removed myself from the debaucherous, not adultery, but because I was never that fucked up. The debaucherous, big-tittied older women telling me what to do thing, which doesn't make it okay. I'm sick and tired of people pretending that, you know, if a woman's hot when she rapes a minor, it's somehow okay because big titties. I don't know if anyone's aware of this, but women with large breasts come in one of 3 categories. Either A, they're a fucking unicorn and are actually a normal human being with nothing weird in their head, or they're sex pests who, like, religiously watch hentai involving demon dick, or they're into a lot of fucked up sadomasochism bullshit. in terms of sex, I mean, but in terms of like mentality, you've got the fat-tittied oil slicks that Red and I may or may not have shot and bagged like a moose. That was a fun conversation, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's like, wait a minute, they caught me in a corner. I'll just out of the fucking way. Now they'll never catch me. Wait, what the fuck? Will you stand your ground, woman, and defend yourself? You have chest armor, for God's sakes. Use it.
Chest armor.
Oh my Moloch, they're busting out the ice picks. Oh boy. It's funny because I've seen channels that say all the forbidden things, and I love it so much because we are supposed to be in the land of free speech. Now, America has basically military bases and military protectorate clauses all over the damn world, and somehow our idea of internet does not reign supreme for all of the fucking globe. Because reasons. Right? Which is proof it's not about protecting people, it's about protecting the government, which are two different things. So, I don't know how I feel about the whole anarchyism thing, but Deadwood was fine. Although the most famous man at that time period was shot in the back of the head in Deadwood, so, you know. Oops. You know, not without its foibles, you know, but at the same time, at their height, yes, at their height, they had an average of 1 murder a day. Compare that to fucking Compton.
Oh, don't compare that to Compton. That's a bad comparison.
They have a murder every 20 minutes, and they have more gun control and gun-free zones than you could shake a dead moose at. How the
Fallout New Vegas taught us one saying.
Yes.
I think. An armed society is a polite society.
Correct. Now, you see, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but criminals don't care about the law. That's why they're fucking criminals. They don't care what a piece of fucking paper says. They're going to do what they're going to do. And if what they're going to do is be strapped while everyone around them is forced to disarm, it's easy pickings. The only way you can stop an asshole with a gun is with a good guy with a gun. It used to be everyone had hatchets and spears and axes and swords and all sorts of fun, enjoyable things to dick around with on a Tuesday afternoon when your arthritis isn't killing you. But here's the problem. Britain. I'm just gonna leave that simmer for a second because I know a Bretonian that would find that funny. But which queen was it? I forget. There was a queen. One of their earlier queens. Was it Mary Queen of Scots? Might have been the first Elizabeth. They banned weaponry, specifically longbows. They got rid of the mandatory longbow training. That was mandatory. They had to practice for 3 hours with a longbow after church every week. That was mandatory for all able-bodied male British citizens for hundreds and hundreds of years. From like the Dark Age to the end of the medieval age, which is 700 years, give or take. So for 700 years, they had a mandatory requirement that all citizens be strapped, clapped, and ready to fuck up whoever's invading. And then, when bullets were invented, all of a sudden the monarchs were like, no, that's too much. Yes, a longbow that can split a shield in two with a precise shot. Yeah, no, that's not, something too dangerous. But a fucking pistol that takes 5.5 minutes to prime, 3 minutes to load, and 2 minutes to aim and fire the damn thing, that's too dangerous. We can't have that. That's too much. And then it all went turtles from down there. You know nothing about history, do you?
I'm very bad with history. Sorry.
Okay. Well, fair. It's my cocaine. It's the opiate to replace my opiates. It's the knowledge that keeps me optimistic that we're gonna get through this. Because there was a year without fucking summer, or sunlight, or crops, or water, or rain. It was just humid, wet dampness all over the world for 7 fucking years. And at that entire time, in the 530s, no one thought, maybe I should stop having kids. Nobody thought that. They're like, oh, sun's dead. Let's fuck. Like, the sun was missing and they still procreated. So the boomers coming up with this glorious Vanguard fucking idea of, oh, let's just not reproduce because something political strife, something. Political strife is extremely fucking low on the reasons to not have kids. Extremely fucking low. It's past a meteor. It's lower than meteors hitting your fucking city. Which is still something that never fucking happens, but it's still a reason. That's kind of the point.
Okay then.
Yes, fun times. Also, another fun fact, because this is just a Christoph Wankoff history hour, apparently.
See.
What?
Not to interrupt.
Yes.
But what I've got on my mind here is more technological.
Ah, do tell.
I'm looking into ways to fix the heat issues of the Ryzen 7000 series chip that I've got coming. And I found that video. And apparently I can get it to go from 95C down to something like 60C. Which is very, very good.
Which is hot as balls for a human being, but very comfortable for a computer.
Yeah.
For those who don't know the not freedom units. Fun times. Actually, shit, I think 42C is like 110 degrees or some shit in Fahrenheit. If I remember
something
correctly.
like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. The conversion ratio is all fucking weird. I was told, I don't know, I believe him, but I don't know if this is true. I was told that the metric system is just the imperial system for retards. and I want to believe him because that would give me a big America fuck yeah, like blood flowing into my brain thing. But maybe it's just because I grew up on this side of the pond, even though I traveled, but still, at the same time, how is you take 3.3 feet, multiply it by 3, and you have a yard or a meter, or have the fuck, whatever that measurement that doesn't exist is. And how is that easy? You gotta do math. Imperial's just, oh hey, here's the number, ta-da. Metric's like, oh, you gotta do math and conversions and shit. It's fun. Although, to be fair, the British tend to use a mix of the two. For their fishing, they use pounds and ounces. For, like, pork, I don't know why, they use metric. Because pork somehow isn't the same as fish.
Well, technically it's not the same as fish. It's a completely different animal.
Yeah, but they're the same. They're both meat. They're goddamn food sources. They're fucking, how the fuck? How are you going to use pounds for the food you catch, but the food you buy you got to do math bullshit for? How the hell does that make sense?
It doesn't, but
what the
people
hell?
don't always make sense.
Like, again, there was a time where Britain was the envy of the modern world. The envy, the utmost envy. And now it's a fucking war zone. Gee, I wonder what they did in the last 10 years to cause a bunch of war and strife to happen in a predominantly peaceful, weaponless country. I wonder...
Who knows?
I wonder, triple parentheses, deso, dani, nani, what's going on?
The world may never know.
The world have no clue. Lol. Yeah, just oh fuck. And it's
but yeah.
Speaking of, I can't say the name of the country because they'll hate me. But the city rhymes with Belative. If you can change a B for another letter, I'm not telling you because that'll give away the surprise. That place has an entire office district, right? Again, I'll let you guess what country it is because they'll cancel my bank account if I say it outright. Gee, I wonder who that could be. Even though I don't have a bank account because fuck you people. I always forget I don't have a bank account. Anyways, beside the point. They have entire rows of office buildings that are entirely used for spreading misinformation online.
Oh, really?
That's all they use them for is misinformation. And I found a good example of that. There's a meme, and a lot of them are in meme formats because I think they caught on that that's how we tell people the truth nowadays. There was a meme that showed a Google question or response or something, and it said, do the British call whipped cream squirty cream? They don't. Neither do we, for the Britonians that think we do that. Because a lot of them think we do that. And a lot of Americans think they call it that. But neither of us do. You see, the British and the Americans, in spite of, one splitting off from the other's conjoined nipple, have a lot more in common than people dare utter. A lot more in common. They as individuals, even though their government does not permit it, they as individuals value free speech. As individuals. How do I know this? Because they greet each other by, "Oi, Tommy, you fucking cunt. How are you doing, you bastard?" And then Tommy goes, "Oh, fuck you, you get." Because they're all different dialects and shit. So that they greet each other by calling them the most offensive word in the English language. Which, again, that is valuing free speech. That is valuing the premise America was built on. Guns, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Right? And the pursuit of happiness includes offending those who are chicken shit enough to get offended. Okay. So, damn it, woman. You and your damn penguin torture. You just quit yawning into your mic hole.
Sorry about that.
I swear, every time you do it, the desk vibrates. Holy fuck.
Jeez.
That or I'm having, synesthesia or some shit. I don't know.
I doubt I yawn that loudly.
I don't know if it's the loudness, but it's the fact that you pull a note out from, the depth of your diaphragm, and you hold that note for 5 seconds. And it's never a sharp note. It's never a flat note either. It's some weird amorphous third thing I can't quite describe. So,
always the amorphous third thing.
Yes, that is our religion. The religion of the amorphous third thing. I am neither male nor female. I am an amorphous third thing called a person. I have all the genitals.
Ooh.
Oh no. Yeah. So hermaphrodite, gotcha. Okay. Remember when that was a word? Fucking English literature classes. Remember when hermaphrodite was a word in textbooks? Remember that? That many moons ago when it was a fucking medical disorder? And now perverts just call it she-male because porn. It just... What?
First it got changed to intersex.
Yeah.
Then it became a fetish.
Look, there's a pattern with words I've noticed. It starts from scientific to transitory to fetish. Always in those 3 steps. Right? Because, with... actually, another of that, you had... intersex, and then the Japanese word, as most of you may or may not know because you're filthy fucking degenerates, but I love you anyways. It's okay. which means dual form, directly. At least that I read that once, and I to this day don't know if that's a true statement or not. But still hermaphrodites. That's the scientific term. But we have 80 different fetish words for it because hermaphrodite is too hard for perverts to spell. Because they have to like put their crank down for 5 seconds, type out a 23 letter word. Fuck. That was backwards. Fuck.
That's a bit of a but complicated 23 word letter.
Yeah, no, fuck. Jeez. Well, nipples. Yeah, so they have to type out. Well, here's how people that I knew remembered it. Hermaphroditus. Circumcise the itis. Like the penis may or may not be, because it is a girl, so maybe they won't do it. Who knows? You know, that's a good question. Do we snip the foreskins off of girls? Like, if they have a penis, I mean. Like, does that happen? Is that a thing? Or do we just somehow tell it's a hermaphrodite and just don't touch anything because it's still a girl?
Not sure.
Yeah, I really wonder because, yeah, we only do that barbaric surgery to fucking boys. And remember, class, everything that your science teacher told you was a benefit about penile flaying is what the desert poor mad countries claim does the same thing for the female genitalia. And they don't even fillet it the same way. They just scrape the lip gallery thing. You just scrape that a little, and then you're done. And then the in the same fucking country, they'll take a girl, scrape. Okay, you're done. Next. Oh boy, stab, pull, rip, stab, fillet, stab, pull, rip. Okay, you're done. But no, women are the victims of everything everywhere because my master has told me to. I mean, I want to be accepted, man. I too will join in on the desecration of the male species because I want to be accepted. Please touch my penis.
Yeah, I think I shared something about that earlier.
Yeah. Also, I don't know, and I hope 3 people who watch this can comment and tell me, is Lucas Werner dead? Because I've seen 2 or 3 things that says he is, but I don't think he is. Unless we get like a news reel on some channel that's an alternative to the news, because the news would never cover it, because who the fuck cared about him in the first place? Like, you know, a crazy, fat, greasy pervert shot by gang for trying to fuck gang member's younger sister. Unless I see that exact thing on some sort of kind of news thing, kind of. I do not believe he died. So I just, again, people have been joking the dude died, like, since 2011. Like, fucking...
I don't think he is, because there's too much stuff still on the internet showing up from it.
But that's the thing. I heard that this news happened, I think a month or 2 ago, I think. And I according to Ale, he's still posting. So I don't think he is dead. But again, the possibility that he of all people got 360 no-scoped because he was hitting on a gang member's younger sister is extremely fucking believable. It's a little too believable. How weird is it we live in an age where too believable is suspicious?
Yeah.
What the fuck? How did that happen? We live in an age where too real is, like, suspicious and a psyop and no one trusts it. Kind of like the whole alien thing, which now normies think they're real, but conspiracy theorists are like, nope, that's a psyop. It's like 20 years ago, the rules were flipped. Like, 20 years ago.
Like, 6 months ago, the roles were flipped.
Yeah, I just wanted to feel old for a second. Yeah, just for like 6 months ago, the roles were flipped. And apparently, I don't know if this word's banned, but we'll say it anyways. The Ashkenazi, I have to pronounce it fucked up because censors. Thanks, YouTube, you piss-laden shithole. We appreciate being here. Muttering under our breath into the cold abyss blue sky. That should be a fucking poem.
I hope this is real. I'm looking at the Lucas Werner page thing. And he says, I wish I could go to sleep and never wake up. I hate being alive.
When was that posted?
It says was posted on the page 2 hours ago, but in the picture it says 15 hours ago.
Weird. God, that could mean a whole host and heap of shit. Jesus.
In the same meme, though,
yeah,
it says, need a girlfriend, must be pretty and nice person. Nothing else really matters other than that in a partner.
Hey, you have to be attractive. Meanwhile, my beer gut neck chin and my constant covering in apple grease. Can you make grease out of apples?
Okay, we have a meme from March 4th.
Uh-huh.
Don't know how long ago he stopped posting, but how long ago you think he was dead? But this is from March 4th, and I'm not about to read the whole thing.
Oh. Well, about March. Yeah, about March, I think. What month number is this?
We are on number 7.
7. Yeah, I think it was about 3 months ago, I think. So okay, so the last post was 2 hours ago, but before that, the last post was fucking March?
The Lucas Werner broke posting e-begging page has a post from 2 hours ago.
Okay.
That was the meme that says it's 15 hours ago.
Okay. Well, I think that was one of the things that said he got 360 bottle capped. I think that was one of the things.
360 bottle capped.
I mean, you know. However the hip young kids say it them's days. Also, you fuckers who enjoy my suffering, thank you, I'm glad you're watching. And also, like, drugs. No drugs. This is what I get when I skip my risperidone. Even when I try alternative medicine to replace risperidone, the lack of sleep and the constant sweating still makes it hard to think without basketballs orbiting. I forget what that plant's called, but you know what I mean. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, drugs. Don't get on drugs, kids. It's a bad idea. Although opiates are fun for the time you're on them, but then afterwards you'll regret it for the rest of your existence because the government hates you. Congratulations. Yep, the government hated me, and that's why they took me off the one thing that was keeping me sewn together. And also probably preventing my heart from exploding. Who knows?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I had a hole in my heart when I was a teenager. Scared everyone half to death because where it was located. Right on the aorta. Like right on that valve. Like where the tube of the aorta connects to the valve bullshit. Like right in the crevice of that fucking tube was a hole. Dude, I was literally told at 16, if I bench press, I will fucking die. Like, that was the medical news I heard that day. By the way, if you bench press, it'll kill you. So don't do that. Don't bench press.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so, you know, because when you bench press, it actually strengthens the aorta and actually can put strength and pressure on that part of the heart. Because the muscles are. Now, on a normal heart, that's good. It strengthens it. It makes the blood pump faster through the heart. It makes it go through your body faster. It helps to do that for heart health. But if you have a hole in the damn thing, they don't want to risk it. So, Also, I had to re-find my old wrist case because my wrist is still fucked up. See, for those who don't know, I'm 27. I'll be 28 come the next winter. And I think I've gotten more doctor's reports than most people in their 80s. Like, holy shit. I lived inside a fucking hospital as a teenager. Here's what's funny. You want to know partly why I was doing so bad in school?
You were in pain?
Well, that. And also, I was at the hospital most of the time. Because I was a freakish abnormality not meant for this glory ball of dirt we call the earthosphere. I was, like, extremely tall. I'm 6'10" now, so, you know, I was still tall then. And, like, extremely emaciated. Like, to such a point where if you lightly touched my ribs, I would double over in pain. Doesn't happen anymore, because now I have fat in my rib cage, so which is nice. I have padding in my ribs, so I actually don't double over in pain if someone lightly touches them. Which, fun fact, I had a girlfriend who used to jab me in the ribs.
Ow.
Yeah. And yes, I would double over in pain multiple times. But she was gaslighting the fuck out of me from day one, and she wasn't really my girlfriend, because to everyone who knew about her and I being a thing, she basically treated me like a giant dildo and nothing else. Which, for those of you out in the internet wisp lands, it's difficult not being loved. Believe me, I understand. But being loved for something that doesn't define you can be just as bad. Because it changes you. Much like not having been loved in the first place. See, men need to be loved for who they are as people. That's all we ask. That's all we've ever asked throughout all of time. Until the Bolsheviks rocked up on the screen. Around that time. Not them specifically, but around that time. And next thing you know, men are being treated like disposable dildos. Which, fun fact, mimics the fall of the Bronze Age. Because new religions rocked on the scene towards the end of the Bronze Age. One I can't name because Kanye. And let's just say they may or may not have had a hand in collapsing the entire fucking Middle East. So, fun fact of things they don't teach you in history class. Like all the important stuff. And I will say this, for that time period we're not allowed to question. Let me just put it this way. Not all of Deutschland woke up one day and said, "Father, it's the Untermensch. You must get the Untermensch, Father." Like that did not. No, it wasn't an overnight. Everyone suddenly wanted to wipe out the Untermensch from everything. There was a buildup. There was lots and lots of statist powering buildup, which is hilarious because when the left calls everything that isn't them a Nazi, they're calling them a statist who's proud of being a statist. Or proud of themselves as they are a statist. A communist is a statist who hates themselves. Which is the lesser of two evils purely by that description, I wonder. Still, both evil. Statism is still a bad thing, and we should fucking avoid it. But if we're going to be power-grabbing assholes, we should at least appreciate ourselves while we do it. Less dead people that way. This really became my fucking history lecture hour, didn't it?
Pretty much.
Holy fuck.
What else were we going to talk about, though?
Oh, nipples. You know, I don't know. Jeez. On the video game subject, because that's all anyone cares. Okay, before I explain the video game I've been semi-addicted to, honestly, it kind of pissed me off how human rights, specifically rights of men and boys, has been under fire, first by the Nazis in the 1930s and 40s, Again, the one thing they hated more than gay, transsexual, lesbian otherkins was men's rights. They shut that place down. And I'm pretty sure they killed Hobarth, which was the founder of that conference hall. The first international conference hall of Vienna, Austria, was the first and at the time only international conference hall for men's rights. The Nazis shut it down. And do you want to know, Red, what wonderful thing replaced this almost palace-like area?
A women's shoe store?
There you go. I think I told this to you before. Okay. I need to explain this for the 3 people who give a shit. I have extended opiate abuse brain holes. And as a result, I forget when I said things or how I said things or even who people are sometimes. So, fun times. I'm surprised you didn't say, boo, I'm here. And then I went, ah, shit, a woman of the female persuasion. Oh, no. Lol. But yeah, shit. So, what else was I getting at before? Oh, yeah, the games. Yes. I had to go on that slight tangent a little bit. My autism compelled me. My autistic superpower of remembering things because triggers. See, you use your triggers to avoid fucking responsibility. Couldn't think of the word. You use your triggers to avoid responsibility. I use my triggers to remember what you did wrong. We are not the same. No, not you. Who do you think I'm talking to, woman? Who have I been talking about this whole time? Holy fucking nipples on a duck. What is wrong with you?
Well, you referred to me for a second, and then you started saying that.
You, the proverbial you, she, we thing. Fuck.
Okay.
You should know me by now. You've only been my friend for 5 fucking years. Holy fucking nipples, Batman. Holy heat sinks, Batman.
Nipples, which were on... Bat nipples, which were on the costumes from Batman and Robin and Batman Forever.
How? Why the hell did they put nipples on them damn things?
Joel Schumacher.
Does he have a thing for nipples? Is he Roman?
I don't know, but Joel Schumacher thought it looked good, so that's what happened.
You know, you come to a point where you don't have to check the early life. There comes to a point. But you see, Neo, the trick is, eventually you won't have to check. You know, so, lol. Oh, by the way, for those who know the early life trick, they're trying to delete that all over the wiki. They're trying to get rid of the early life section for as many people who fit the trick as possible. And only the trick. Now, you will hear everything but the trick. Again, can't say, gee, I wonder why. So, you know, the more you learn. Oh, and here's a fun fact. I'm not the radical one in my relationship. My wife is. She's the one that taught me all this shit. So, if any of you want to get pissed at me, you have to get pissed at my wife, which means you have to get pissed at a woman, which means you lose your statist cred. Have fun, get fucked, go suck a fire flaming tornado. I can't say that word. Mm-hmm. It's the root word of fascist, if anyone knows what I'm talking about.
Oh boy.
Lol. You know. The fascisti di combattimento. Random Italian 3 words I know. Lol. Another fun fact. Fascism, since we're talking about fucking political things in this damn episode, fascism was only meant for Italian use. National Socialism was only meant for German use. And only for those countries. Communism is meant for the world. Which is more dangerous? Which is more likely to rock up on your shores, blow up your pipeline, and blame the Russians? I almost said the other thing. The thing that'll get me banned for 9 years. Imbelative. See, I kind of like this format where I just allude to the hook behind the curtains, but I don't outright say it. Because you have to either think about it or research it, and then you're like, holy gods, it is them, and then it all clicks into place, and then ta-da, you're free, and you're finally out of the Matrix. Not like what that one Tate thing thinks with no chin. Yeah. I'm out of the Matrix because I'm wealthy. You Andrew fucking Tate. Simpleton!
Andrew Tate. Yeah. The guy who thinks that money is all that matters.
Money is all that matters, and it covers up my enormous lacking chin.
Mm-hmm. Look, I'm out of the Matrix because I do everything they want me to do.
Yeah, I'm out of the Matrix because I do as I'm told. What? Huh? What about that movie was about listening to the state? Remind me. What about that analogy is about conforming? Like,
well, now the creators say it was all an allegory for transitioning.
Well, here's the problem. Bald bro and colored hair bro. I'm not going to role play. Okay? If you are the genuine transitory thing, you have to imbue the divine feminine. It is the only way to truly be a woman. Right? And there are several divine archetypes. One of them is the hearth, the home, the lover, the mother, the caretaker. That is divinity made female. It has always been that way, all throughout time, in every culture, in every country. It has always been that throughout time. And then a bunch of spoiled, rotten, rich bastards decided, I want the vote for something that's going to be rigged in the state's favor anyways. So, I want that. And by the way, I'm willing to sell my entire species downriver to do so. Remind me who funded the suffragettes. Remind me, Bagel. Remind me. Lol. That point when Brian Martinez knows. The nose knows. But yeah, I kind of like this alluding but not saying. It's fun. If anything, it kind of helps me with my writing ethos, if anything.
Good.
Yeah, so.
Good thing to be able to do that.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, I am not just the keeper of the forbidden word. I am the forbidden word! I have been the forbidden word since time began! I don't know where this voice came from, but you're stuck with it now, motherfucker! Lol. Yeah, no, so, God, Risperidon's a hell of a thing to withdraw off of. Fuck. I slept 3 hours last night and 3 hours the night before. So, at least yesterday, I slept during the day when the heat died down. I don't know how the hell the middle of a corn patch is 85 degrees. It's corn! Shouldn't that, block the gamma bullshit or something? Doesn't corn have magical powers? Oh, crunch. Fuck. Oh, there we go. I had to fix my kneecaps for a second. So yes, you go on a wild, ear-spitting tangent rant, Red. I would love to see you get the emotions. The fiery emotions that keep you alive and warm by the fire.
That's difficult.
You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you and all 7 of your ovaries. Lol. So yes, just something, anything. History, a company being pissed, just something you're passionate about. I want to hear some passion in the dehydrated mollusk that is your alter ego.
Dehydrated mollusk.
Mollusk. I've been wanting to use the word mollusk for 3 weeks now, and I finally had an opportunity.
Well, what's on my mind at the moment, not so passionate that I can bring it up, but yeah. Well, not so passionate that it would seem passionate, but I care a great deal about it, is getting everything set up with my new computer.
Yeah.
And I am excited as hell get it all set and ready. And like I said earlier, I'm looking into how to tune the CPU so that it's not boiling lava hot.
Yeah, like mine. As he says as he's melting into the floorboards. Actually, if I melt, it'll be on the carpet, and I don't want Ale to clean that up. That'd be...
Well, what you could do is, when you restart your computer, go into the BIOS settings, and go to the Precision Boost Overdrive, and turn in the... You know what? I'll just send you the video.
Okay. I'll pretend to know how to pay attention. Lol. You know.
I'm having trouble the Precision Boost Overdrive that you go into, you turn it from positive to negative, and then you bring it down to, like, lower than it is. Like, between 10 and 30.
When I asked for passion, I didn't expect your CPU's life story, but go on. Took you a second.
There.
Buttons. Oh, right, yeah, that's you.
I told you I was sending you something.
I did. Buttons. Oh, okay.
I could talk about Gundam, but starting from nothing is a little hard with that. I could talk about The Witch from Mercury, I guess, but...
Yes, the Yuri bait. That totally works out in everyone's favor no matter what, because pervert! Yes, no. Okay, so...
All that happens for the main character, instead of, dying like she should have, she just can't walk without crutches anymore.
Bitch, wow, that was me at the age of 17. How is that difficult?
That was so fair to her, even though she was not a well-written character at all.
Yeah, no.
And only existed for Yuri bait in that show, because they forgot until the second half that, oh my god, this is a Gundam show, not a Happy School Days anime.
Jeez. Okay. That would be like trying to write a Battletech story without fucking robots in it. Like, it's I think you're missing something here, bud. And
there were robots, there was mobile suits in the first half, but it certainly, from what I saw, did not focus on them. Not until the second half of the series.
Weird.
And that's just... It's not a Gundam show.
Yeah, well.
But this is what you get for having Revolutionary Girl Utena's writer doing the writing for your show.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds terrible.
Revolutionary Girl Utena is one of the biggest Yuri anime in existence.
Tell me the gender of the writer.
Male.
Okay, then. There is a trick, a mythical trick that existed in the fathoms of the internet since the bygone age of the dial-up. If you make one of them a hermaphrodite, but it's still two females, it's somehow not gay. But it's obviously not gay, but because no dudes are involved, kind of. But where was I going with this? I don't know. I think I was trying to prove a point that he's just weird. Because somehow hermaphrodites are less weird than two women pretending to not violently beat each other senseless.
Speaking of that...
yeah. Speaking of thwack...
Violently beat each other senseless seems to be what lesbians like to do.
Yeah, that might be their fetish. For all I know, that is their sexuality. It's not vagina. It's walk to the skull. That is their actual kink, because everyone's into weird kink fetishes. Thanks 50 Shades for making it for fucking normies. Partly why I got out of the whole fetish thing in the fucking first place was because it was full of normies who didn't know what was going on with the world.
That's normies, though.
Yeah, and on top of that, then I realized that most of the fetish I was into was because, well, adult women guiding me into it when I was too young to consent, but that's beside the point. Yes, women worsters who hate men. I think you know what that word means. Or what word that would be, I should say. Do you want to talk shit about me, the rape victim cred cripple? Or Red, the woman who also thinks y'all are crazy. What will it be, huh? What will it be, woman? At least it wasn't Wampum. Womp.
Or Womp Rat.
Yeah. Or Wop. Uh-oh. Wait, what? That slur's okay. Okay, I understand now. If that slur doesn't get caught by the censor, you know something's fishy.
Oh boy.
Because the one that means raccoon in Southern, that's too offensive. But wop, somehow that's okay because Italians, you know. That slur is totally acceptable in the modern day.
Oh, don't you know? It is.
Don't you know? Yeah.
It is, don't you?
Don't you know? You know. God, it'd be hilarious if it actually gets flagged and I'm proven wrong. But that probably won't happen. So if you're watching this, I was proven correct. You're welcome. Oh, Chris, willing to push the button curtain sleeve holster enough to let some bats fly out of the damn thing? Bats in the vaginal belfry, yes.
It's like Knuckles digging up nothing at all, and he says rats, but instead bats fly out of the ground. Bats.
Bats, you know. Were you an autistic child, Red? I have to wonder. Because that was the most autistic child joke I've heard you say in at least 2 years. And it was glorious. I loved it. Okay, so speaking of Knuckles and the Sonic and all of them hedgehogs, I knew 2 girls in high school. They were a smidgen younger than me, grade maybe 2, maybe. And they were fucking obsessed with Sonic. Like, to an unhealthy, like, to a degree where my autism was like, dude, what? Like, it's how I felt...
That was me in middle school, though.
Oh, yeah. How I felt about those 2 girls, and everyone thought they were, you know, more than friends, but they kind of acted like kids. They had very childlike demeanors. So
yeah,
I don't think
that was me in middle school.
Well, so does autism hit women differently? Is that what I'm being told? Is that what
Probably.
What the shit? Well, I know some of the differences between the autistic female and the autistic male. Specifically, that autistic females don't suffer as much socially, because autistic males tend to not be able to join any group, period, because I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Autistic females are able to join a group quite easily, but, and this is where the autism kicks in, they have trouble staying in that group. Right? They'll join up a social group very quickly, but either everyone loses interest in them, or they lose interest in the group, or something. It doesn't last as long. But they can at least make that connection in the first place. Boys can't even do that. We're just like, I don't know what the hell that means. And then we just go on into the wild blue yonder, being abused by people who are taught to hate us. Thank you, education camps. I appreciate that. Doing your damn job and protecting the children.
Protecting. They egged on a lot of my abuse in school.
Yep. The only time a bully in particular that I loathed quite much suffered any consequence whatsoever was when I dropped a fucking skateboard on his head. The only time he learned his lesson is when I shoved him down a flight of stairs. It wasn't big stairs, it was small stairs. And I was too frail and weak to do serious cranial damage, but it got the message across. And that's what you're trying to send. If a knuckle-dragging troglodyte starts giving you shit, you need to send the message the old-fashioned way. Because with low intellect comes a higher propensity for violence, and a higher propensity to only understand violence and nothing else. Gee, I wonder what I could be talking about here. Again, if you know, great. If not, oops, censored. So fun times. Again, like, with that propensity for violence. That's all they understand. So, if you crack them in the face with a book, it gets the message across. Right? Look, don't... If you're being bullied, don't throw a punch. Throw a fucking chair! Throw a desk! Throw a person! Use a person as a weapon! Fucking limb chucks, something. Fucking just use a person as a squid and attack like you would with a squid. I don't know how that would look, but you'd find a way. When your life is in danger, you will find a way. I feel like that was the first thing said by, like, the father of what was that hominid? Neanderthal. The father of hominids was like, go forth, giant 7 foot, 8 foot tall gender acceptance species that wants nothing but to live in peace and harmony with the world. Go forth. And if you get ruthlessly fucking gang raped into extinction, just remember that eventually your descendants will avenge you. Eventually. It'll take, 5 more millennia, but it'll get there. Yep. That's a hell of a note.
You got a weird noise going on, room.
What?
It's got some kind of weird suction noise going on in my room. I don't know where it's coming from.
No, could be that flat taco case you got all your parts stuffed into.
No, it's not coming there. I can't tell where it's coming from, but it's... And I haven't put any of the new parts in the new case yet, so...
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got another new case. Holy fucking nipples, woman. You get new cases like I get new vertebra. Holy shit.
So, not at all?
More than you might think. Lol. Fun fact about the Ehlers-Danlos. The Mick was a joke. The fun fact about Ehlers-Danlos. Your bones don't like staying in place. And that's why for 3+ years of my very early 20s, I walked with a cane. Because my knee kept slipping out of place.
And now to take you to Halloween Horror Nights, you need...
A wheelchair.
A wheelchair.
That's more because of my heart than my crippling arthritis, but yes.
Are you sure you could handle being jumped at and scared?
Yeah. Okay. By heart, I don't mean, like, if it beats too fast, I get fucked. I mean, like, if I stand for too long, my head won't get blood because my heart's retarded. So,
alright.
That's more what I mean.
Because I still intend for all of us to go down to Florida and go to Halloween Horror Nights one of these years.
Holy shipson. Okay, yeah. No. I used to work at the haunted hangar on an airbase I lived at. I used to work at the haunted hangar.
That's awesome.
It's funny because my father, I think he was the one that volunteered me. He's like, hey, my kid's freakishly tall. He's all bone, and he'd be great for the Halloween hangar. He'd be great for it, and I just did that for the next 4 years. So
that's awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah. Speaking of Halloween Horror Nights, that's something I can talk about a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because the one I went to a lot was back in 2008 when I was working at Universal. And it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, if they ever bring back the collector's maze, that'd be awesome.
Speaking of Universal, remind me if I'm correct or if I'm smoking the hashish again. I don't know. I could go for some pain-relieving drugs. Anyways, okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Wasn't Universal trying to remake the fucking Universal monster movies? But
yeah, and actually, sometime this year, another Wolfman is coming out.
Oh, they're actually doing that. Wow, that took them way too long to finish. Because 5 years ago,
well, this is the second Wolfman remake.
Well,
because they had the one back in 2010.
Yeah.
With what was the guy's name? Anyway, they had the one back in 2010, and that one was okay. I don't know why it didn't do so well, but it was okay. And they're remaking it again now.
Now, does it fit in with the Tom Cruise female The Mummy movie?
No. That whole thing is being forgotten. Dark Universe is being restarted.
They didn't even finish the damn thing. Why would you start over?
Because no one liked that Mummy movie.
Oh, wow.
So they're like, okay, we're forgetting it. And what they could have done, because people did like this, was Dracula Untold. They could have just kind of gone back to that universe and connected the new Wolfman to that.
Yeah.
Because Dracula Untold was good.
Yeah, and it sold well from what I know.
Yet they just kind of abandoned it.
Back when movies could sell. Thanks, COVID.
Yeah.
Glad that took a much needed alleviation toll to our entire world economy.
But yeah, Dracula Untold was great, and I don't know why they abandoned it for that female mummy movie.
Honestly, here's what's weird about the female mummy movie. The most interesting part of the whole fucking movie was when what's his dick had a flash of Wolfman kick in. That the mummy had
when they had Mr. Hyde show up for a short time.
That might have been him. Was that Mr. Hyde? I thought he was the Wolfman.
I could have swore it was Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't remember the movie too well, so I don't know.
A big, tall dude, much taller than Tom Cruise, because Tom Cruise is actually a manlet in real life.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is a manlet.
But
which is kind of sad.
But they always film him to make him look 4 inches taller.
It's always in his contract to do that.
You're probably bullshitting, but I don't doubt it.
No, I'm not. It's actually in his contract.
Holy shit. Make me tall, motherfucker! Yes, sir! Okay.
It's literally in his contract for every movie he's in to make him look like he's of normal height.
Oh, wow. Dude. What, antediluvian horror did you have to get a Faustian bargain with to constantly have your manletism hid from the world? He knew some people. Let's be real. He had some connections, right? You don't just put something as weird and arbitrary as that in your fucking contract and expect the something coin clipping something we don't own the bank something, and to get them to actually agree to make one of Tom Cruise's people one of his people in accordance to the people I can't say the name of because death. To get one of what they think is Untermensch. Funny how that word has little meaning now. Gee, I wonder why. To fucking... It's really hard not to use the word Hoyum. It's really hard. Because I spent the last 2 minutes trying to find a substitute for that one fucking Yiddish word, and I can't think of one. This is the first time that trouble has dawned upon me. This is the first time. Like the time of many. And the time before time. And the time after
the
time
land before time.
Yes. And, eventually they'll hit fucking time soon.
Yeah, but that magazine's awful, and usually propagandists.
Yeah. I don't know why this came into my head. Have you ever seen The Time Tunnel?
Yes, I have.
Dude,
it's on MeTV every Saturday.
I keep forgetting your state has that too. Fuck it. Okay, so I saw an episode. I was telling Ale about this because she's all into this stuff. I was telling her about the episode where they met Odysseus, of all fucking people, during the Iliad, and I forget the name of the two main characters, but one of them said, "Oh, Odysseus, we come from a land very far from here, and we know all of what you're about to do. We know all of your plan, your story, what you're going to do and how you're going to beat the Trojans. We know. And Odysseus said, if you do, can you tell me my own thoughts? And the man said, well, of course. You're going to build the Trojan horse. And the next scene, they're wearing, like, gilded god armor. Because Odysseus was like, holy shit, you're a deity. Fight on our team, please. We'd love to have you. and one of and the other character, the shorter one, that always wore the green vest because fucking not vest, green turtleneck. Why were turtlenecks a thing? Why was that a fashion statement? Were we on drugs then? We were on drugs then, weren't we? I cut my story halfway through. Shit. I filleted it like an African penis. Okay, so yeah, no. Lol. Funny how that humor doesn't get me banned, right, Google?
Let's hope not.
Lol. Hold on, I gotta corral my cat real quick. Will you go? I'd like you to be in here, Shadow, but holy cat crap! Will you get back here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying.
It's just me now.
Damn it! No, I'm here in the distance, woman. Don't you sell me short.
I'm trying to. If anyone's watching, keep them entertained.
Well, look, you've gone to the can slower than I've corralled a cat. Okay, like let me put it that way. But anyways, so the shorter of the two in the time tunnel said, "So if we're supposed to be gods, why are we on the battlefield?" And the taller one said, see, the Greeks believed that the gods fought alongside them in everything they did. And that was just a random snippet from a fucking sci-fi show in the 60s that actually taught you the culture of the ancient Greeks. Their belief, their religion, their gods, their Olympian-like statuesque figures. And good luck learning that in a fucking history book, which is Slavery McHitler 101. So, at least it is in America. In Britain, it's probably Colonization, We Are Satan 101. In Germany, it's We Were the Wehrmacht 101. Now we must feel guilt for the next 9 million billion years and still give our immense industry capacity to everyone else but us. And then the AFD becomes a thing and rights all those wrongs. Lol. So yeah. So I'm back, woman. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you were aware.
I am aware. You're kind of noticeable.
I'm kind of tall, but just okay. Here's the problem when I do these videos. If I were to lay down and do this, I'd be much farther away from the mic, and I can't pull the mic forward onto the bed. So I have to like lean up, and just sitting up, even though the pain juice helps immensely, and that's why I'm able to actually physically sit up this long. But it still wears me out. It's still very, well, not really as much painful because pain juice, but it's still very tiring and draining just sitting up straight for more than 10 minutes. But I persist for the 3 people who gave a fuck about my channel before I got banned. Thank you, all of you. I appreciate it. And your mother. Now, moving on. Lol, that's how I say I love you guys. So, yes, free speech is a right intrinsic to the human soul. It is the only way we can truly be ourselves. And them wanting to ban that is exactly the point. So, and by them I mean they already did that in 80% of the other countries. That's like a soft, like, low estimate, by the way. Probably close to 95%, but, What the hell is Dottie doing? I have like 1 million billion cats because I'm that kind of autist. So But not the kind of autist that's a pervert. Fuck that shit. You people are disgusting. Draw a person. If you're gonna be degenerates, at least be normal about it. Like fat chicks or something. Something less weird than a bone animal dick. Also, why are most perverts gay?
I don't know.
Like, it's just a trend I've noticed. Most of them that I've known exist. And you can tell they exist because they will fucking tell you from the rooftops with weird, bizarre images of colorful swirls and shapes and lots of bones and wet liquids. It very bizarre, very bad. No. No mas, no. What wasn't No Mas Taco Bell's bullshit comeback to the chalupa dog?
I think so.
Okay. Because my wife doesn't remember the chalupa dog at all. I remember the chalupa dog like it was fucking yesterday. Like, and I was told that they got rid of that because Mexicans found it offensive. I don't believe that because they're fucking Mexican. They don't find anything offensive other than Latinx. It's the only thing they found offensive in the last 500 years.
See, the people that found it offensive were the people that call themselves Latinx.
Oh, okay. So that's the trick. That's the trick, Hoyum. I gotta pronounce it the way they would, because somehow that doesn't trip the censors. Oops. Oops. Fun times.
What is this? The early 2000s internet? Like, what is this, like, MySpace? I ran into a Chuck Norris joke. Chuck Norris once heard nothing can kill him, so he tracked down nothing and killed it.
Oh, MySpace. You were ritualistically fucking slaughtered.
MySpace is still around, actually, and we might have to run to it at some point because, you know, Facebook keeps getting worse.
Yeah, Facebook hasn't cracked down on me at all. And I think it's because people think I'm a woman.
It stopped cracking down on me, except for when I post suicidal shit.
Oh, yeah, well.
And then it wants to ban me for it and whatnot.
No, how dare you seek help? Go back to the salt mines. Wait, you're not a dude. Delete. Oops, didn't mean it. Fucking never mind. We clapped down our Kafka trap of spiked Punjabi death sticks and this elephant named Dave. And somehow we caught a woman. Fuck.
An elephant named Dave, huh?
I don't know why that's been like a meme with me for the last 20 minutes.
Okay then.
Oh, you find it funny, you fucking asshole. Don't you dare pretend I'm not entertaining and amusing. Don't you dare. Lol. Yeah. See, I abuse my friends with love and compassion. That's the Chad thing to do, don't you know? Like it's also like it's also the Chad thing to accept a group invite, mute the group, and then never check it ever again. That's also the Chad way of doing things.
I've done that to several groups.
Yeah, me too. Lol. Oh, hi.
Hello.
We're recording, so just so you know. Critter?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Well, we are the recordings right now. Because this is the Christofferson streaming bullshit thing that I do. Actually, you know what? I need to change the name of that because it gets cut off and all you see is my name.
Yes.
Okay. Did you not know what room this was?
No.
Okay. Well, we're recording, so we'll talk to you later unless you want to be involved. Do you want to be involved?
If I can. Sure.
Okay. So, as I were, the Untermensch, yes. By the way, the new word of the day is Hoyam, because I can't say it not pronounced the way they would. So, Red, how you doing? Lol. Yeah, God, now that we have a third random Mistovian individual deep within the burgeoning
Now that we have a
cheeks of
new
our-
challenger.
Yeah, now that we have a new challenger, submit your blood, DNA, spittle, and genetic test connecting at least 4 different relatives. It is the only way to proceed
Push
into
it
the
all
next
through
challenge.
the port, or
Did you say report or deport? I didn't quite hear that.
do I have to push it through the internet port, or do you provide some kind of device that would help me upload it?
Yes, we will divine you, upload, deport you, and then ship you the bill.
Oh, good.
Because that's how deportation works, apparently. Lol. So yes, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Damn it, Critter, ruining my style.
Well, I guess I'll leave then.
Well, if you want. I just look. This is the podcast thing I do, kind of, sort of. I don't know.
So what was the subject of today?
Nothing. I just rant in a wild Malkavian corner for 4 hours. So, that's my podcast. We just rant about things and mostly let me do the ranting because catharsis and drugs and fun things in my brain hole. Drugs.
So tell me about your childhood.
Oh yes, lots of carpet bombing and the occasional sexual assault. Very, very, very fun. Do not go to Helative. Lol. Again, I don't know if I can say the name of the place, so I'm gonna rhyme it with something obvious and nonchalant. Also, is it nonchalant or nonchalant? I never know how the fuck that's pronounced.
I say nonchalant.
Okay. Yes, the proper in the North man that you are. The proper Northian. Yes.
Northern Hemisphere, yes.
Yes. Northern, whatever the hell we're doing today. Yeah. Scheiben. Herb. Fuck. Wow. Me. See, here's what's funny. If you joined and actually responded, and I wasn't like stuck on a note of "Do you want to be involved?" for like 3 minutes, I wouldn't have lost my thought. So.
Well, that was not
I'm aware. I'm not mad. It's okay. But just still, like it's actually kind of fucking hilarious, actually. So I can be stifled and silenced into a corner. Just don't talk for 3 minutes. That's exactly how you thwart this warlock and his demonic ways.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Not thwarting.
Not the thwarting of the Warlockian hole. You don't want to know where that's located. Also, only Satan would put a G-spot in the butthole. I'm just saying. I'm starting to think the prostate is a Satanian psyop. I'm starting to think. It's a psyop devised by Satan. Okay.
Maybe.
Fun times. Yeah, no. Give me a subject, one of you. Fuck. Throw me a freaking bone here.
I don't know. What were we even talking about?
I don't remember. That's the problem. Critter with his Nordic girth just came in here and
Dracula Untold.
Oh yeah.
And then the new Wolfman movie that's coming.
Yeah, because
that was spawned by us talking about Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes, because the Dark Universe thing got righteously fucking shit canned. Even though the most fascinating part of the whole damn movie was going to be explained in the next movie. Even though But because the first one didn't live up to Tom Cruise's extended height-o-meter, we just pretended it didn't happen and nuked it from orbit and removed it from store shelves.
Really, what they should have done was just nuke that movie and go back to Dracula Untold.
Yeah, no kidding. Just fucking stop, reverse, fuck, reverse, fuck forward, then reverse. You know, just you gotta fuck in a specific direction. You know, you gotta send all your fucks in one direction.
Well, I mean, yeah. That is how it usually goes with movies. The good ones get canned because they don't make enough.
So, okay, here's what I don't get. The Mummy movie with a female and Tom Cruise being 10 inches taller than he should be. That was shit canned when it sold better than Marvel. Than the Captain Marvel bullshit movie that everyone hated and thought was a righteous, festering shithole. But that wasn't fucking canceled. They didn't cancel that fucking universe. They didn't put a hatchet in its skull and suck the brain matter out.
They really should have.
Yeah, but that's probably because Captain Marvel would win an Oscar, that kind of stuff. Or would be Oscar bait.
Looking up who controls the Oscars.
And that is more important than making a fuck ton of money, apparently.
Ah, yes. The early life section.
Relevant within those circles.
Yeah. Ah, yes, the early life section. Yes, yes. Who am I kidding? I don't need that anymore. I've moved beyond such metrics. I'm all powerful now. I have the Warlockian power to know your genetic lineage by looking at your face bones.
Well, that's nice.
Lol.
For an online platform without the necessity of video.
Yes. Actually, Ale and I are going to... you may find this interesting, Critter. We are going to do a video. She took a bunch of images from, I think, Tears of the Kingdom swords and whatnot. Sword, spears, a few other stuff. And I'm going to critique them in terms of either viability in a historical sense or what category they fall in terms of, is it fantasy bullshit or does this actually make sense in terms of ergonomics? But keep in mind, Link is a fucking he-beast, so he's capable of lifting fucking boulders. So
as long as he's not a himbo.
That too. So him being able to wield unruly fuck you fantasy blades actually makes sense because he's extremely fucking strong. He am strong. So, you know, as long as he am strong, it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, like from some of the designs I did see, the Garuda weapons seemed a little more fantasy fuck you spikes and shit than most of the other factions.
For Link's strength, there are plenty of videos already about like how strong he would be relatively because of usually strength items that would give him more strength and such.
Fair, but again, I'm not going to do all the math thing because people have done more math than I have been tall. So
that's fair enough.
You know,
I mean, this is a podcast, so we shouldn't necessarily be talking about that.
Yes, we should not be talking about math. The demon devil spawn, which is also a psyop, because everything is, and I was right. Fuck you. I told you so.
Okay.
It's all a psyop. I told you so. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because disinformation kiosks and Helative. Lol.
But then how strong is he really? Because he keeps getting pushed around by Zelda. Well, she isn't even his wife.
Okay. Have you seen the inside of their house?
Oh,
she took down his posters and shit and put her shit on the wall. They are fucking till the room smells of jellyfish. Like that's believe me, if a couple moves in together and the woman takes all the man's shit down and puts her own shit, they are fucking till the cows come home. They are together. They're probably fucking married, and she already has a stipend on his death certificate.
Inserted herself into his life. Into his home that he built.
Yes.
With his own 2 hands and a construction company.
Yes, and then she took over and put her fucking pictures on the wall. Like, trust me, that's a sign that they're fucking. Believe me, that's how that works. That is how the do. So.
Better tell the Japanese, because they need more children, if anything.
I'm pretty sure there's already a tradition of the Japanish females redecorating the Japanish males' 1-bedroom condominium apartment. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Because
possibly.
Japan has a very high population for such a tiny fucking landmass. Like, holy fucking nipples! They have such a high population density for such a tiny nation with very little natural resources.
They still need more, though.
Yeah, well, true. That's actually why Japan invaded the cow chickening shit out of the Chinas. And
and Korea.
Yeah, and Korea and everything else that was Asian and wasn't nailed down. Fun stuff. I should learn more about the Pacific Theater in World War II, because I don't remember. But I do know that at some point people in America were thinking, how did this happen with this situation?
Yeah.
The situation was, you are going to Africa to fight the Germans because Japan attacked one of your harbors. That's not globalism, promise. You're going to Africa to fight the Germans because the Japs blew up one of your naval brigades. Like, what the fuck? How even? It's what happens when you declare war on someone you wanted to be your ally. Oops. Another fun fact about the painter no one knows, he viewed America as a strong brotherly figure from across the pond.
Well, that makes sense.
Yep.
They were at first, or at least they were trying to stay out of it to a degree.
In both instances of a quote world war, which was really just a European struggle for 90% of the whole entire conflict. For World War I, it was the Lusitania, which a lot of debates and skepticism about that actually having weapons or civilians or no or whatever, but the media ran with it, and next thing you know, we were off to fight the Kaiser. Also, we got income tax the same fucking year. Gee, I wonder if that's going to go away soon. And yes, that was a temporary measure for those who don't know. So, fun fact, Kaiser Willie needs us to pay taxes so we can best him in Mortal Kombat. And then we'll get rid of the income tax. Promise, Hoyam. Lol. Hopefully I get banned in the next week, and then I just don't have to make videos anymore. Hopefully. That's right, make my day, motherfucker. Okay, so, lol. Shit, I should probably put my spine back into place. Hold on. Oh, boy. Don't get arthritis in your spinal column, kids. It's not fun. Also, if I'm a cripple and I can exercise, so can you. Get off the potato chips and do a fucking cartwheel. But preferably not inside the house. Your mom will beat your ass if you break the china. So, that was my TED Talk. Thank you for coming. Goodbye, get fucked, and have a good life. But no, that's not over yet, because I just wanted to say that because fucking the shelling in the distance reminded me of the times I had friends. Don't ask how they're connected. Long story. Um. So yes, here we are, me, Red, and this random amorphous otherkin guest that just popped in to say hello. It is a podcast, so fuck it. We'll just have a special guest, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. The shitting pants are we to talk about next? Because until Critter's 9 hours of silence, I was bouncing from point to point. I was fucking hyper doing my drug of energy and Ritalin. And
Do you have a drug of choice?
oh, yes. Well, I did for 10 years because the government was giving it to me for free, but fun times. Also, only once in my life I was able to mix enough painkillers and booze to actually feel something. When you're 6'10" and your metabolism is a fucking nuclear reactor, you can do a lot of things without being poisoned.
Sounds like you could be a man with a mission.
Yep, a man with a mission. The man who will not die because opiates no longer affect him. The man beyond opiates and space and time and fickle things like...
The man who all Chinese fear.
I am resistant to your opium dens, Shang. Try me now.
Could say you could raise your flag, but I'd be the only one getting that reference.
No, yes. Exactly. No one has any fucking clue what you're talking about, you... whatever you are. I forgot how to insult you, damn it! Fuck, something fallopian tube. That you say that to all women, don't you? Fuck. Okay, so her ow. Bones. I have skeletal bones. So yep, that's the thing. Oh, right. I never talked about the game I was going to mention like an hour and a half ago. Shit. I now remembered. Holy nipples. Now we're back on track. Hooray. Holy nipples off a duck's back. But no, okay, so what was I saying?
You're going to talk about some game.
What the fuck is it called? Sapiens. I have played the Sapiens McUpdate involving the... Now we have bronze... Which is weird, because we just skipped over copper completely. Like, you can't even make copper tools. It's just, oh, bronze is a thing. Hooray! It's like, what the fuck? Like, I get bronze is a thing, but there was a little bit of time between stone and bronze. I'm just, you know, a short time of about 10,000 fucking years, you know. A short blip of the radar, you know. It's kind of weird that they added bronze to the game. Although I like the different colored bullshit rocks that you can turn into colored bullshit weapons. I'm gonna make red spearheads and then call myself Chief Running Spear and then offend half the population and them woods out there.
The Skinwalkers?
Yes. I will offend the Skinwalkers right to their ranch face. You know, so, the Skinwalkers? Well, yeah, just, something, casinos, something, Chief Running, go fuck yourself, something. Wait,
I think I'd prefer when you were going to offend the Skinwalkers.
Yeah. How do you offend a Skinwalker? Oh, I know how. Sucks on you, you fuck. My skin is stretchy already, so no one will believe that you're in there. I mean, they will believe that you're in there, because your fucking bones are weird. So congratulations, fuck you, I win. I win the Skinwalker Wars. I've won them since the dawn of time, because my skin's fucked up. Good luck getting in there, meatbag. Yay, collagen! It's kind of funny because, like, some people think that collagen pills will actually help me. It doesn't. Because, again, my genetic structure doesn't know how to make collagen. You can't just replace that with a fucking supplement. You know. Lots of fucking injections, maybe. But you'd have to do that regularly, like bi-weekly or whatever. And, I've already seen my father take a bone marrow needle to the spine before. I would preferably not to have that done to all of my joints.
Ow.
That would suck. Also, and I learned about this surgery a fucking decade ago, but no one ever thought it was a good idea to give it to me. It was a Syracuse solution. They would inject it into the joints to basically make the joints swell back into pre-arthritis place.
But that worked permanently, or would that be a temporary solution?
I don't remember. I learned this 10 years ago. I think I would have to have re-injections every now and then. I think. But, again, which is something I should have had, because lots and lots of arthritis, and my bones keep slipping out of place. You know, at that point, I kind of need to be able to shove them back into their own hole. Speaking of shoving things into holes they don't belong, don't do it, men! It's a hell of a drug. Don't do it. I bet the 14-year-olds, or the one 14-year-old who found me because he was trying to discover what best score was but couldn't find it because, deletion, somehow discovered me and was like, what the hell is he talking about? Also, hello, you amorphous 14-year-old in the darkened chasmous pits of my imagination. How are you today? He said beans.
Oh, so you're up at 3 a.m.?
Looking for beans?
You boys are up at 3 a.m. looking for birds?
Birds? I know that's from that thing you showed me, but, like, that's going to be our new meme. Like, that people are going to think we did that. Like, we it was us all along. It was me, Austin. Yeah, no. Firmly. Yeah, it's jeez. So we are at the current time of this fuck you size recording. It's more like a mini fuck you size recording, but because fuck you is actually a large size. An hour and 38 minutes about.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all?
It feels much longer. Because I think I'm dehydrated, but I can't tell what time looks like. So I don't know what to do next.
Every day with you feels longer.
Yes. Every day inside my bone-shaped meat vessel. Every day. Something the shuffle. Yes.
Yeah.
My cat's just looking content on the floor. It's like, I have a boot. Oh, Sammy. You like your boot, don't you? By your boot, I mean my boot, you fucking thieving asshole. Don't you blink it. Okay, that's kind of cute. Never mind. Why do cats do this to me? Why?
Because they can?
Why is it?
You let them?
Something. Cats just, like, they understand our words. They're smarter than dogs. They just give zero fucks. Which, again, is smarter than dogs. Who give all the fucks and care too much.
I feel like a cat is just a lot more instinctual and wild compared to a dog. We have a traumatized cat at home, so it's like I'm basically only getting the wild side generally. Like, it only likes my girlfriend. It doesn't like any other people, so. Generally. I mean, it tolerates me to a degree, but most of the time it'll just move out of the way or hiss.
When we got Shadow Bootin', it took a bit for him to warm up to me, but now he adores me.
Oh, that's nice.
Every now and then I'll wake up to him laying on my fucking brow, just like wrapped around my head like a fucking cat turban. It's weird
That's
and glorious and kind of warm. So, to state for the record, I am just now laying down. I was sitting up without back support for an hour and 40 minutes.
Wow.
And somehow...
That is...
Somehow...
Very brave.
It's impressive for me because...
And stunning.
Fuck you, critter. Lol. But yeah, when it comes to the pain juice that I'm on, which doesn't have any of the weed juice in it, weird, didn't even know that. It's just a high dosage of the male blood sperm thing. The CBDs, so thanks to that, I'm able to forget my pain long enough to sit up for an hour and 40 minutes. Because if I'm sitting up, it's easier to be more energetic and bombastic. But if I'm laying down, I'm more reserved. I don't know why. Again, it's probably because my heart's fucking on upside down. It's probably why. My heart needs to be rearranged and given a diesel pump. How metal would it be to have a nuclear fueled heart implant? I am the radiation.
I don't.
I'm the radiation god. You damn cat, do you want out of here?
I don't know. For some reason that makes me think of a character from Soul Calibur 2. I don't remember the character's name. They had like this glowing thing at their heart.
Metal. Well, Kano did that too. Well, so did Suhao. That was actually kind of common. Anyways, so speaking of Soul Calibur, will we ever keep Ivy's fucking moveset the same way?
No.
Will
they
we
change
ever?
her up every game.
Like, holy fucking nipples! Like every.
It's just like the fact that her breasts get bigger every game.
That I haven't noticed. You fucking degenerate. Oh, titties!
I mean, do we honestly think that is a problem then?
Well, it's not a problem because Red is a woman of the cultures. I guess that's what big-titted obsessed perverts call it now, the culture. But here we are. Although your three options of boobage, in terms of the woman partners, are: holy God, is your back broken? Yeah, that's about normal. And 8-year-old boy. Those are your options for boobage of the female species.
Yeah. I don't like Ivy, but I do like big breasts.
So okay.
I mean, children's gotta eat, man. They gotta eat sometimes.
Damn it, Sam. So I... Hold on. Okay, so... now, everyone talks about Ivy's breast, but no one ever talks about her fucking jumpsuit floss butt crack thing. Like,
no, actually, feminists had a field day with that back when Soul Calibur 3 happened.
Ah, okay.
They went after Soul Calibur 4, and the developers just like, fuck you, we don't care.
Based.
That's pretty awesome.
We give zero fucks, woman.
Hit them.
Yeah.
It's like
the
Japanese developer.
Like,
they very
we're just
rarely
not
care
gonna
about those
understand
things.
English.
Okay, one at a time. Jesus Christ. Ow.
Yeah, Red Coat.
Sorry. Okay, so I'll go first. They're a Japanese developer. They very rarely care about what these leftists from over here want.
Yeah.
There are ways where Japan is the base, and there are ways where Japan is going down the rabbit hole faster than we are. So it just depends how you look at it. You know, at least they're allowed to have Nazi-themed bars. At least they're allowed to for now. Until the Gestapo kick down their door and say, you must get rid of this. This is totally inappropriate. Because alternate universe. And it's a canon event, by the way. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but World War II was a canon event, so shut up.
So we can't stop it? Spider-Man 2099 is going to keep us from stopping it?
Yes. Hey, Miles, I gotta fuck your big-titted mom. Sorry, it's a canon event. I'm guessing about Miles's mom's tits. I have no idea. I'm just guessing because he's the token of the spider tokens.
See, when it comes to Spider-Man, there's only a few that are acceptable, and
yes.
One of them is Ben Reilly.
Yes.
Or Riley, or however you say his last name. Yeah. Peter Parker's obviously the main one, and then you've got Miguel O'Hara, who is Spider-Man 2099. He's acceptable as a Spider-Man because he's not just a replacement. He's someone who exists outside of the timeline for Spider-Man.
And how is that so fucking hard for people to realize? We just want one in the future, or well, mostly in the future. In the past, it'd be kind of weird, but in the future, just speed up the damn Chronos clock 100 years or so, and then make new shit. How is that so fucking hard? Time is ever expanding. You can go forward, damn it.
Because they want to have things set in the current timeline and get rid of the people that they don't like.
Yes, to be hip and trendy to the Zoomer crowd. And the internet slang that they invented, wink. The internet slang that they invented that predates them by a whole fucking decade. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Lol.
Isn't that kind of why Spider-Man kept getting more and more infantilized? First being a guy with a job, then being a guy in college, then now being a guy in high school.
Well, he started as a guy in high school back in the 60s.
Oh, fair enough.
So, they did age him up as time went on, but initially Spider-Man was a high schooler, started at 16.
Okay. Well, I guess they went back to basic.
Yeah.
So, I've noticed that with each incarnation, they make him younger, and they make, like, his aunt younger, too. Which is going to get really weird about the next iteration.
Sorry.
It's going to get really weird in the next iteration, I'm just saying.
Spider babies.
They kind of did that with Spider-Man's daughter, actually. Mayday Parker was a spider baby.
So, who's the mom? Is it the Gwen, the first chick, or...
No, it's, Mary Jane Watson.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean... Also, Chelsea, sorry, fuck. Whatever, you're a woman, who cares? So, because we don't care about women in this patriarchy of ours. Yeah. Anyways, that's your name. I'm sorry. I gotta fuck that up. Well, I forgot even the joke I was gonna make. I meant to say red, and then I said your fucking name. We're not editing that out. We're leaving that in.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Lol. I mean, I could edit it, but that means this won't get posted for 9 weeks. I don't know if you're,
Oh boy.
Oh boy. You're in the big time now, woman. Oh boy. At least I didn't say any of the forbidden words that'll get me perma-nuked. Fun times.
Or you could just, watch freaking lolcow content and get nuked for that.
How is that a nukable offense?
They consider some of it bullying.
But Let me guess. Only the bullying of the ones who fit the status quo provided by the orthodoxy, provided by their handlers, and so on and so forth, until you have a never-ending stream of status government commie bullshit.
Basically, yeah. All lolcows seem to fall into some variation of leftist.
I've noticed that. Like, you would think at least one person in the, quote, Republican camp that actually matches any of the fucking stereotypes about Republicans ever. You would think fucking one of them.
Well, those probably exist, but they're not as funny as the normal lolcows, like your Chris Chans and your King Cobra JFS. They're not as funny as them.
Okay. You want to know who I thought was a lolcow that I'm going to get a lot of shit for?
Who?
Mr. Medicare.
I don't know.
Here's why
here's
why I think that. He was on a, like, so obsessive it must be BPD obsession with calling fucking everything autism. Everything that wasn't normal was fucking autism. And all of it was evil and Satan, and he wanted it all nuked from orbit. Okay. Which is a very borderline personality disorder way of looking at the world. But that's a disorder no one fucking knows the name of. So, Mr. Medicare, in typical fashion, called a person who advocates the deflowerment, because the other word will get me banned, of children, and is so retarded he can't actually shit properly or something. This was years ago. And he called him autistic. He called the one who is into children autistic, because that's an autism trait, don't you know?
Oh boy.
I don't have the bullying disorder, you do! Now take this bleach up your butthole, Timmy! Yes, that happened to Timmy. Fun fact for those who didn't give a fuck about Timmy 10 years ago. But anyways, and he said that, and Dr. Randericam, the Chad, the myth, the legend, responded on that video and said, "Jim, you're the most autistic man I know." And for the next 8 months, all Jim could do was challenge Doc to a fucking debate.
When he didn't get, I assume.
Which he never got, because Doc doesn't give a fuck. And, again, that's how you win. You don't debate them. Okay? Here's how YouTube debates work. One person tells the truth, one person lies, everyone's fans line up in stock and file. Right? Every fucking time. Nothing changes, nothing is there. It's just an internet spitball slap fight.
Well,
that's all it is. We call it blood sports for a reason. A shiny
and then
lump of
YouTube
raisin.
picks a side on who they think there should be the winner. They promote them.
Yes,
and demote the other one.
Yes, and then just so happens every time they picked a winner, they happen to be of a certain bent. Gee, I wonder where. I wonder who they would have picked. The guy who blames autism for Satan's butthole, or the guy who wanted men to not be fucking mutilated. I wonder which one will get the favor of the YouTube gods. I wonder. I fucking wonder. You know, like, it just... that's... When that happened, and I saw it happen in real fucking time, too. When that happened, Jim was a fucking lolcow to me that had all of his videos that everyone loved, and, you know, him going into that guy with the glasses, and this thing and that thing, was... all of it meant nothing to me. Because he is the problem. BPD, disguised as autism, that hates everything on the planet and calls it all autism, which has nothing to fucking do with the disorder, the condition, or the people involved, are ruining and making everything full of mud, shit, and alpaca death constantly. And they're doing this, and for all I know, they're getting fucking paid for it. Wouldn't be surprised. So, again, I wouldn't be surprised if Jim finds this video crops several dozen things out of it, makes me look like an evil, insane something, you like white people, therefore you're Satan. And then challenges me to a fucking debate. I would not be surprised in the slightest. And honestly, it would be hilarious, because I know exactly how to make his head explode. It's called Call Him Autist, and he loses his fucking shit for 8 months. That's a lolcow. That is how lolcows think.
That probably qualifies him as a lolcow, but he's not a very well-known lolcow. Not like Boogie 2988.
Well, his problem was sloth and detritus and rolling in your own fucking
and
despair.
Losing all his fans by constantly whining about his life.
Which, look, you know what? I'm going to do a little comparison here, since I'm the fucking cripple who has the balls to do this. I don't know what Boogie's exact health issue was, other than fucking obesity.
That's most of it.
Okay, well, obesity.
I think depression stemming from obesity.
Yes.
And other things.
Yeah. I'm assuming, I'm just taking a random shot in the dark, type 2 diabetic. I'm assuming. Because you don't consume that much copious amounts of sugar without it damaging your fucking kidneys. And because sugar is something we should take in moderation, but I never listen to that advice because, I'm kind of an addict. Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm addicted to the sugars. So, but yes. And to do a little comparison, because honestly, it kind of fucking pisses me off every time people who have health, right, who aren't bogged down by crippling fucking joint pain, who aren't constantly suffering in a tomb of flesh and bone, get all depressed and mopey and whine about how nothing's getting better and it's all black pills from down here. That fucking pisses me off. My whole life, I have felt nothing but fucking pain, to levels most people don't want to fucking talk about. Does it depress me? No, it doesn't. As a matter of fact, it gives me hope. And that's the difference between people who have actually fucking suffered and people who act like they've suffered because they're fat, usually by their own choice, and this, that, and the other. I have lots of hope for the future. I think we are approaching a Bronze Age collapse, but if any of you are students of history, you will remember that the Bronze Age collapse affected the Middle East and not a whole lot else. So a whole region may collapse and no longer exist, but the rest will burgeon their roots upon its shoulders and rise higher into the sky. That is what I think our next future is going to be. Now that's going to take some time to kick in, granted, and a lot of Europea is fighting back for the first time in fucking 80 years. Also, what the fuck are you doing? Are you drinking something?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
No, that was going to be picked up.
No, it's fine.
Just my mouth's feel.
Yes, no, it's fine. Just mute your fucking taco. Okay, yeah, as I was saying. So, fuck. God, every time Critter comes in with a clothesline and I forget existence itself. Shit. It's okay, Critter, I'm not mad at you. Also, fuck.
I am your entropy.
Yes, lol. That's a friend of ours in the group. But anyways, so, yeah. It just pisses me off when people who are healthy with no degenerative tissue disorder or anything, no, real medical quirks or quandaries or anything, act like the fucking sky is over and we might as well give up. That fucking pisses me off. It really fucking does. Because my whole life, I have felt copious amounts of pain. My fucking collagen doesn't work properly. I have a genetic disorder that most doctors claim is more painful than fucking cancer. Do I give up? Do I stop having fun, yelling fuck you to the world? No, I don't. If anything, it hardened me. It made me resilient to the laws of time, space, and elephants named Joe. I'm getting all the elephant names today. So, again, just why? Why do we let people who, in any other time period, would have just not done anything successful, right? But people who, in any other time period, would have died out long ago. Hell, I'm one of them, right? Because my condition requires medical treatment and understanding and care and all this other stuff. But here's the difference. My not surviving is by fate. Their not surviving is by sloth. I wonder which of us has the right to say life has been hard. Let me put it this way. I was given, in terms of the hands of cards bestowed upon the masses.
You, get dressed and come out here.
I'm doing a video, woman.
I don't care.
Okay, well, I'll tell this real quick and then grab something to cover my loins. Yeah, no. So, what was I saying?
You decided to do a video.
Something about you being in pain and other people not being able to complain.
Well,
How long have you been doing the video?
It's a couple hours.
Well, then you can get up and do stuff. Chelsea can talk about whatever she needs to talk about.
Yes. Okay. I must go and do husband meat duties. But real quick, it's not that I think they can't complain. It's that I think them complaining is not by fate. They're not complaining because they've actually had it hard. People who have actually had it hard, 9 times out of fucking 10, you caught me in the middle of a sentence, woman.
Chris, I have meat and
Oh,
frozen
okay,
stuff.
well, we'll get to the damn meat. You fuckers talk amongst yourself, make it entertaining.
Okay, I don't know what to talk about.
Well, I think, I mean, his point was pretty clear about enjoying life because you're not being set back by anything that makes you sit in bed all day or anything else, or generally just degenerative issues. Yeah, there's lots of people. I mean, even in medieval times, you had the landlords and the peasants, and there's always been, I think, different layers to society,
Yeah.
and there's always the people that don't live life to the fullest or don't make it that far. I mean, I'm doing a minimum wage job, and I wish I would know how to make myself be more than I am right now.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but I can't say I'll complain about everything or just be very down about things. So I'm generally just as hopeful as Chris, I would say.
As for me, I'm kind of crippled by anxiety and even depression myself, but I haven't. I'm using streaming to try to get past that now. So I've been told that can.
That's
But
nice.
as for being hopeful, I can be, but it's not a 100% of the time thing.
Yeah.
As for what was I about to say? Fuck.
I mean, there's moments you can be down. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, like me, what I do most of the time is just take care of my house.
Mm.
That's what I do for money. But I'm kind of always home doing that. So it doesn't afford me many opportunities to actually go out and try to get past me. Not that going out of the house now is a good idea for me.
Mm.
So hopefully talking to people on stream helps me get past anxiety a little bit.
To a degree, probably.
Well, I was told it can help, so
Mm.
I'll do it. That can help. I should definitely try.
Yeah, makes sense. It's well, don't run before you can walk, kind of thing. Like you,
Yeah. I'm just trying to. I guess what you could say is I'm trying to recover.
Mm. Yeah,
Because,
this is way too coherent for a podcast made by Chris.
yeah.
We need to.
we need to be a little more incoherent then.
Yeah, should have shifted to subjects like 5 minutes ago.
Well, for the majority of this stream, we've been all over the place, so I think
Mm.
people got their dose of incoherence already.
Yeah.
We've been over at least a million subjects at this point.
Oh, that's awesome.
We haven't stayed on one subject for more than 5-10 minutes at most.
Mm. Okay. Well, do you generally discuss the current things or goings on, or?
Usually I'm not part of his stream. This is like the second time I've been on it.
Mm.
So.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
But yeah.
But he has been. What I remember, he did talk about needing a soundboard or somebody to bounce off of to get rid of the silence to some degree. I mean, it's not like he is very silent, but it is a little easier with the second person.
Yeah, and I don't mind helping in that regard. He's been helping me set up my stream, so I thought I might as well join him for his and help him out some. However little
nice.
I might help.
Yeah.
I mean, the most I can help is with incoherent nonsense and just random topics. Because, like, I think I know different video games from Chris a little better than he does. Like, when fighting games come up, I know little bits about a lot of different fighting. But Chris generally knows more about Mortal Kombat than I do, except for, like, little things here and there. I'm just standing here.
Yeah.
Looking around my room for something to bring up, because there's just so little to actually say without a good topic to bring up. So earlier I did bring up the parts of my computer that I ordered, because I ordered a new case and I'm getting a new motherboard and CPU combo for my current machine.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I ordered.
I built mine a few months ago.
I ordered the Ryzen 7600X, and I have to order a motherboard and RAM and CPU cooler for it now. But I'm just broke at the moment. So I've got to wait for the next bit of money I get to do that.
Yeah, but I can imagine that. I've had that kind of issue as well at times.
But
budgeting is very important when saving up for a new PC.
yeah, I ordered the new case and the CPU already out of my last bit of money. So when I get paid again, which is going to be like the 9th or sometime around then, I can order the rest, maybe, depending on how much my phone bill is this time around.
Oh, you have
Like,
an iPhone bill.
I pay the phones for my entire family, because we're on a family plan type situation. And so sometimes it's as low as 90, other times it can be 120. So depending on how much it is this time, I can do a little more than I would otherwise be able to do.
Yeah. But isn't your family then paying you back in some way, or?
See, the thing is, I get paid by the government to take care of my mom. Like, because she's a vet, we were able to get this thing where I'm a live-in caregiver for her, which she's rapidly approaching not needing. So it's gonna make things a little harder when that finally happens. So I'm hoping, like, before then, to get things started with my streaming, so that way I can not only work on getting better at talking to people and being around people, but perhaps use it to make some money.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, all I gotta do after I upgrade my computer to the new with all the upgrades I'm getting for it, I gotta get probably a better sound bar and a better mic, because I'm not sure how good the sound coming from my current headset is.
Pretty decent. But I haven't heard any artifacting or white noise or whatever you want to call it.
Well, to make sure that I'm not picking anything up, I have my fan off, so because it gets hot in here, but I've got to tolerate that heat so that my headset isn't constantly picking up a fan running.
Oh yeah. Discord is kind of stupid on that. If you're silent for too long, it's gonna start picking up stuff that you don't want it to pick up.
Yeah. Well, I tested a stream the other day, and it was picking up the fan. So, oh, goddamn, my breathing just dropped out of under me.
Well, I mean,
I have
depending on the
pretty severe
software you
breathing
use.
issues.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
So, what kind of hobbies do you have? I mean, for me, it's mostly gaming and building model kits.
Well, not building model kits, I like gaming. I've bought Elden Ring recently.
Yeah? I heard that's good.
Yeah.
I don't play anything that difficult because I'm just not good enough at gaming to enjoy it, but I like that those kinds of games exist because they're games for a niche. They're not for everyone, and that's a good thing for the industries, for games to exist that are for certain people.
Yeah, that they exist to be.
Bring back
the audience
niche
basis
gaming. I'm sick and tired of every fucking AAA game in an entire decade being, hey, look, here's open world, not even survival, but open world art, not even RPG, open world with a bow. But by the way, there's light RPG elements that are so light you could snort them and not feel anything.
Yeah, they follow each other's formula, and they try not to innovate, but then like a AA game is so good that it just defines the AAA games for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Like
And
open
they all
world
chase that
suddenly
hype.
doing well.
They all chase that coke-addled fever dream that is, hey, look at us, we're famous.
Yeah. But it's like I was saying just a bit ago, I'm glad that games like Elden Ring and the Dark Souls games exist, because they're not for everyone. They're for a specific niche, and the industry needs to go back to making games for specific niches.
Like stealth games.
Yeah. Instead of every game having light stealth elements in.
Yeah. The calming, sedative, highly chemically processed flavor of ranch.
Ugh.
I have food, so I don't know what to do. Hold on. Where's the button? There's the button. Okay, we're now at 2 hours, 16 minutes.
Time's moving along.
Yep, times is something. When you're high in the rain.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Is that like the only song anyone knows by Echo and the Bunnymen?
I don't know.
Yeah. Come on, Chelsea. You told me you were old. So I thought you were that old. Damn it, woman. You know. But...
So you brought up music, and now I've got Clint Eastwood by the Gorillaz stuck in it. Thanks.
The song that haunts you in your fevered motion, tar and pitch dreams.
A song from me being in middle school.
You know, I should re-listen to all the things I listened to in high school.
Re-examine if you like them or not.
Well, more so just feel a familial calmness with the ethos of the world.
See, I don't have everything I listened to in high school, but I've got all of Darren Gray, and that's enough.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was, for those who couldn't guess by the fucking cover, copious amounts of typo negative and carnivore.
Yeah, no. I've got stuff from when I was in grade school, stuff from when I was in middle school. I kind of went a little far back with stuff that I listened to.
There was a time where I had to listen to music to go anywhere. So I didn't.
Yeah, that's how I'm at. That's where I'm at right now.
And now I don't even own a phone or a pair of headphones.
Really? How do you listen to music now? Other than YouTube?
I either play it on my computer, or if I leave, I either sing myself a sea shanty I invented, or I do a weird thing called remembering.
I mean, I remember music, but it's easier just to listen to it.
Fair, but here we are in the post-nuclear event. Yep. I think that will be good. We're a little after the 2-hour mark. One of these days, one of these will be 5 hours long, as long as I don't get interrupted or a shadowy ent knocks on my door. Hello.
Hi.
We're actually wrapping it up.
Oh. Well, gee, right when I get home.
Well, I announced, previewed the Zelda game, the Zelda video plan we had.
Oh, right.
Zelda the Critter, yeah.
Yeah, I really want to do that because I want to see how practical or unpractical.
Yeah. Oh, God, bud.
I'm gonna shoe stick with my boot.
Yeah. So yes, we will depart now into the veiled mists of mysticism, and leave a shadowy regret or a remark, so be therefore told, on the red door that we painted mooses on.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Mooses. Or meese, or however the fuck you say that animal in plural. It's actually moose. The plural of moose is moose, because fuck you, logic. But anyways. So yes, we will enter the hollowed halls of the weird. And I will say, as the host and supreme Warlockian overlord of this bizarre wasteland we call a group, goodbye, good luck, get fucked, take care, don't get offended, you motherfucker. And for the love of fuck, don't let people tell you what to think. Of all the advice my father gave me, that stuck the most into my personality, and that is why I am the fuck yeah American free speech motherfucker I am today. Because I don't let the statist propaganda machine tell me how to tie my fucking boots. So again, take care. Red, anything you wanna say?
Have a good day and goodbye.
Yeah, and Critter, you're lucky I didn't flog you on N-Trade. No, I'm just kidding. It's good to have you.
Okay.
Lol. Yeah.
Well, I'd say we're useless, but not for long, because the future is coming up.
Oh, that was a Poe to Red specifically. Holy shit. Yeah, no. Okay, so I will. Goodbye. Go fuck yourself. Take it easy.